Oh, hello there. You look, confused, concerned. I know. Information security looks and sounds very complicated. Even for a, security expert like myself. But the good news is, well, it's that, lots of it, you know, the parts that you as a user can do. Well, it's all mostly common sense. That's why we in the security business, we like to call it the does of security. What's that? You don't believe it? I thought you'd have a lot of questions. That's why I've invited along some very special friends of mine to help explain to you what I'm talking about. That'll be all.
Tailgating, also known as piggybacking, is when a person attempts to enter a secure area or building by following an authorized person. Use of credentials, like swiping an ID badge, should be used to verify that each person is authorized to enter the area. Everyone must verify their access, even your fellow co-worker.
Hey, boss, if someone is tailgating you, remind them to use their credentials, typically their ID badge, for access. Hey, tip that camera down here, big guy. Look, you didn't even notice me, just like some people may not notice the tailgater. Tailgating is not always obvious, so pay attention to who's following you. If you need assistance, call security. Remember, letting an unauthorized person into a secured area might mean a guy a lot bigger than me will probably come looking for you. Look, the pain, the pain!
Your computer's password is the key that unlocks information and related resources for your use. You are responsible for protecting all accessible information, as well as any actions taken using your computer account. You must protect your password from use by other people. There is an even higher risk concerning mobile devices, like laptops. Never put the password directly on the device where it can easily be found. That's just what a thief wants.
Hello, neighbor. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. You want to keep your neighborhood beautiful and safe too, don't you? I thought you would. Today's security word is password. Can you say that? Password? I like the way that word sounds. Passwords are like the keys to your house, and you never give your house keys to a stranger, would you? I didn't think you would. So never, ever use easy-to-guess passwords like ABC. We need to know our ABCs, but let's keep them away from our password. A good password is both easy for you to remember, but hard for anyone else to guess. Kind of like a mystery. Don't make it obvious. And remember, change your password regularly, as detailed in security policy. And never, never tell anyone your password, not even IT support staff. Be a good neighbor. Thank you. It's a beautiful day for a new password.
Saving sensitive information on your computer or mobile device's hard drive, also known as the local drive, is not a secure practice, because anyone that uses your computer will be able to access the information, and the information is not automatically backed up. It is much safer to save the information to network storage drives, because they are secured and are backed up regularly. However, If you must save sensitive information to your hard drive, it must be encrypted and approved.
Now listen to me, this is really important. For all those laptops and those other wimpy mobile devices you guys insist on using. Yeah, you and your Blueberry. These things can be easily lost, stolen or damaged while in transport. And you know what happens then? It makes me so angry just thinking about it. The sensitive information stored on these devices will be compromised or lost completely, terminated. Oh no. It looks like this machine has been terminated. I hope it wasn't one of my friends. Hasta la vista, old buddy.
It's a good habit to lock your computer's desktop every time you leave your computer, no matter how quickly you expect to return. Although your computer may be set up to lock automatically after a specified time, you shouldn't depend on this function. It only takes a few seconds for someone else to use your computer while you're away from your desk, and you'll pay the consequences.
Remember, pal, you are ultimately responsible for any actions taken using your computer. Even if you were not the person doing it.
Printed information can be just as sensitive as electronic information and must be handled securely. Since the printer may not be in your immediate work area, know which printer you are using and pick up sensitive printouts immediately. If possible, use a printer that requires entering a PIN code. Finally, if the printed version is to be given to someone else, make sure they are authorized to have the information.
Well, let me say this about that. When sensitive printed information is no longer needed, dispose of it using approved shredder facilities. Believe me, you don't just throw it in a trash or recycle bin. Boy, I can tell you some horror stories about that.
If someone is eavesdropping on your conversation, they may be able to obtain sensitive information that could be used to harm you, someone else, or your organization. When talking about sensitive information, always be aware of your environment and who is around you.
Better yet, Chief, save sensitive conversations for areas that are more secure. If this security cage doesn't work for you, or if you misplace your favorite cone of silence, well then just find a place a bit more secluded.
Phishing is very much like eavesdropping, but in electronic form. When you receive an unexpected electronic message, it may be a trick to get you to disclose personal or other sensitive information. Basically, they are casting a hook and hoping you'll take their bait and respond. Many phishing messages and related sites not only attempt to get sensitive information, they may also attempt to install malicious code, like a virus, onto your computer.
You know, the best protection is to never open any electronic message you're unsure of, especially if it's from a sender you don't know. If you do open such a message by mistake, and believe me, this could be a really big mistake, do not open attachments or click on the links, for crying out loud. Again, the best defense is to just delete the message.
And keep you from entering the liability zone.
You know, that guy sure looks familiar. Dangerous attachments can sure do a number on you. Where's Johnny?
Although you have been careful to protect information in the office environment, you must also protect information and devices outside of the office. Physical asset security includes tangible controls over printed information, laptops, personal digital assistants, and other media devices. Never leave electronic media where it can be stolen or used without your knowledge.
Now, always know where these assets are, and that they are free from theft or damage. When traveling, by the way, always keep these assets securely with you. And, like I said, always know where they are. Ah, there you are. Now, if you must lock these assets up in your car, make sure that they are not placed where someone could see them. You know, I keep asking the missus to have that fixed.
It's me again, neighbors. And you know, we really are all in the same security community. For the most part, everything we've told you is just good old common sense. Nothing that's too hard to do. I like easy things. So here is a to-do list for you. Get it? To-do list. I like that.
Don't let anyone follow you into an area who has not been verified as approved for the area. Guard your password and change it often. Save sensitive information to secure, backed-up network storage areas. Lock your computer's desktop when unattended. Pick up sensitive print jobs immediately and know who is approved to receive them. Hold conversations about sensitive information in secure surroundings. Be wary of unsolicited electronic messages from unknown individuals. Keep electronic media secure and safe from theft or damage.
All right, neighbors. Time to listen very carefully. Can you tune your ears in? We're going to really listen. I want you to always remember this. The most important piece of any security plan is YOU. That's right, you. Just follow these simple guidelines and encourage your coworkers to do the same. After all, isn't that what good neighbors do? Well, I guess I'll see you in the neighborhood.